Welcome back. A number of you have noticed the new trailer for the channel and have commented that you really like it. So first of all, thank you very much. And when you look at that trailer at the very beginning, first you see me and then you see me go like this, and then you see a picture of the caudate nucleus. And this is such an important part of the brain for meditation. And so we're going to look at that piece of the brain specifically today and how we can use it to generate bliss in meditation. So let's get into it. Very exciting. The inspiration and modeling of today's exercise comes from Todd Murphy, by the way, the brilliant neurotheologist, and he explains his understanding of the caudate nucleus and his exercise, which I'm trying to take to the next level in this video, but you can see the original form in his wonderful book, Spiritual Pathways, and I'll have a link down below. So the thing about the caudate nucleus is anytime we reach inside of the body with our minds, we could reach inside our hand, we could reach inside our big toe, anywhere inside of the body. When we put our minds in the body, we are exercising that caudate nucleus, that somatic sense uses specifically the caudate nucleus. And it's going to use either the left caudate nucleus or the right caudate nucleus, depending on which side of the body you're concentrating on. And so to exercise both sides of the brain, we want to be able to go into the left and into the right. So we make sure we maximize the strengthening. And when you go back and forth, you're going to increase that strength exponentially. So it's a really fun thing to do inside of meditation, is switch sides. And so we're going to do that today. What's really exciting about the caudate nucleus for the Kriya Yogi is that we do a lot of sensing inside the chakras. And to do that sensing well, we have to use this part of the brain. And so as if you're a Kriya Yogi, you definitely want this kind of strength in your caudate nucleus. So very important, very practical for the Kriya Yogi, and very, very valuable for any meditator to be able to strengthen and maximize that connectivity between the left and the right caudate nucleus. And of all of the parts of the brain, the caudate is very special. You got to be able to walk down the street, right? You got to move your left and then your right and then your left and then your right. So unlike other parts of the brain that don't like to share, there's resistance between the left hippocampus and the right hippocampus, and that separation of powers is very important for the brain. But the caudate nucleus is very different in that it loves to share information. Because you've got to be able to walk down the street, you got to swing your right arm and your left arm. You got to be able to do both of those things. And so the caudate nucleus has to be able to share information. And so that's very meaningful for the meditator, because it means he can use this left and right perception internally to speed up the process. And we're going to try that today. So very fun. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to look inside of ourselves and all over, just look all over inside of ourselves and try and find either the left side or the right side. Which side feels the best, feels a little bit lighter, a little more joyful, a little more happy, a little less burdened. Which side of your body? Is it the left or is it the right? Just kind of look inside and just decide very easily and quickly. Is it the left side? Okay, I think today it's the right side. Whatever answer you might get. Oh, I think today it's the left side. Whatever it is, pick that side. Once you've picked the side, try and localize the perception in all of that left side or in all of that right side. Which part feels the most light, the most upbeat, the most happy, the least amount of burden? Where is that? Is it, maybe it's in the heart, maybe it's in the lung, maybe it's in the shoulder, maybe it's in the toe. We don't mind wherever it might be, it's not important, but just find that one spot that feels like it's the very best. And then we're going to hold that one spot with our mind. We're going to hold our perception there. And we're going to imagine it's a little bubble, maybe. And we're going to blow our breath using the ha breath. And so I'm demonstrating that with an open mouth. And you can do it with an open mouth to make sure you get that. Make sure you get that ha breath. But when you get comfortable with that, go ahead and transfer that breath to a nasal breath. Still keep it slow. You can still keep the mental sound, and you can still blow the breath with a nasal breath. Always much better for the body, a nasal breath. But that's a continuum, right? So at first, we're just going to find that spot, wherever it might be, that feels the lightest, right? And now we're just going to blow into that section, and we're going to blow it throughout that entire side, okay? That's the next step, right? Try and blow that good feeling into every nook and cranny on that side. And now we're going to take that good feeling and blow it all into the other side. And so now we're not only using one caudate nucleus, we're using the other caudate nucleus, and we are transferring information back and forth between the two caudate nucleuses. And so the question becomes, can you feel? You're going to feel better all over, and that's going to, like ripples in a pond, it's going to cross-pollinate. It's going to bounce all over eventually inside of the body. This is what we're looking for in this exercise. So go ahead, you blew it into that one section. You can do that a few times if you like. And then now blow it into the other side. Whichever side you started with, blow that into the other side with that ha breath. First a mouth breath, but eventually a nasal breath. Just so easy. And now if that side feels lighter, right? We blew into that side. You can do it several times if you like. Gather up the good feeling in the one side and blow it into the other. And now, look in that other side. Does it feel lighter and happier? Now look through all that side and try and find the one spot that feels really light and really much happier. And take that side, take that little spot and blow it up. And you can blow it up into that side and let it blow up all the way into the other side, which was already feeling good. And now you're getting this ricochet effect, right? This back and forth, this cross-pollination. And the two caudate nucleuses are sharing their happiest and lightest feelings. So go ahead and blow it to the other side. Really fun, really simple. And now this side's going to feel lighter and happier. Look through it. Find the most happy, lightest, pleasurable feeling in that side. It might be very blissful. Go ahead and bounce that back to the other side and see how much ricochet you get. So nice. And other good feelings may come up: calmness, tranquility, bliss, joy, love. All these things begin to cross pollinate, to ricochet back and forth from the left to the right, to the left to the right. And the caudate nucleuses become so lit up, it's possible that they begin to light up other deep centers in the brain. So we don't even know how beautiful and deep your experience of this meditation might be, but it's really fun. It's really simple. It's so easy. You can do it in an office. If your home is an office, you can do it at home in your office. It's just very simple, very easy, very fun, and very strengthening and functional and important technique for a Kriya Yogi or for any meditator to strengthen that caudate nucleus. Anytime we're doing this kind of internal work, even if that internal work is just introspection, this kind of exercise is going to make us much stronger at that. So I hope you love this. I hope this ended up with you blissed out a little bit. If it did, be sure to hit that bell down below so I can see you